weight loss journey and you are not seeing results. You are putting in all your effort. However, you still see that your weight is not dropping. Relevant? Welcome again to another video of mine. My name is Lopa and today I'm going to talk to you about the main reasons why you are not seeing weight loss happening. Reason number one, you have to eat food that is locally available. Don't try to copy, don't try to see others, or don't try to copy people who are living in a different country and then try to imitate that. That is not going to work. If you're living in a cold region, eat food that is locally available. If you're living in a very hot, humid region, eat food that is locally available. So eat food based on the region where you are living and eat food which is locally available. If you imitate someone else, you see someone else who is eating probably a heavy, high-fat snack or a high-fat carb, which can be healthy as well, it may not suit you. You may not be able to metabolize that in your region. So you have to choose food that is locally available and locally grown. Okay. People who live in India, I always recommend them to eat all varieties of millet. People who are living in Western countries, all my clients, I recommend them and ask them what are the options that they have which can be a replacement of millet. So they usually choose buckwheat or quinoa. So make sure that whatever you are eating is easily available and you are not putting in a lot of hard work in getting that. Also, there's another reason why this is important is whenever we try to get something which is not available in the region, we usually get that in a frozen packet. For example, right now I am living in Singapore and I don't know how to cook chapatis. So if I have to today make bajra roti or millet roti, I will probably go and purchase that from a supermarket which is already frozen, which has been packed in India and sent here. It is not correct, right? So it's very important that you eat fresh local food. That's the first rule for any weight loss. Second rule is when you have decided to lose weight, it's important to plan for it. It's very, very important to decide how are you going to execute that weight loss plan. It should not be that suddenly you woke up in the morning and you decided, okay, from today I'm getting on a weight loss journey. You will never be successful in such impulsive decisions, especially when it comes to weight loss, because eventually you will realize that you have not planned well meals that you're going to eat, or you're not planned about your family, what are they going to eat, right? So it's very important to at least give yourself 7 days or 10 days of advanced notice. Do your planning, buy your groceries, and then start your plan, right? Third, meal prep. You have to ensure that you are doing so now you have decided that you are going to start in so and so date. Now when you have started the plan, you have to decide it beforehand, what are you going to eat in your next meal. So suppose for lunch you have decided to have dalia khichdi, or maybe for dinner you're planning to have dalia khichdi, so you might as well boil the dalia or soak the dalia beforehand and then cook it with vegetables. Similarly, if you have to eat rice for any of the meals, pre-cook it beforehand, or you have to make vegetables, chop your vegetables beforehand. So it's very important to do meal planning. Fourth, you're eating unhealthy food and thinking that that is healthy. Now all the cereals that you get in the market, the oats biscuit, ragi biscuit, millet biscuits that you get in the market, quinoa puffed, quinoa snack, any of these things, whatever has been processed is not healthy. So don't consume anything which is packaged where the brand is written healthy, however it is not. So the safe option is eat something which is locally available. You can have dry fox nuts, you can have dry puffed rice. So these are your snacking options. You can have a light snack that you can make at home. You can have roasted chana. So stick to natural food rather than which has been packaged and which has been branded that it is healthy. So that's the fourth point. Fifth point, don't look for quick results. So you start the journey on one day and then you expect that you will lose weight really fast because you saw someone losing weight. Do not keep that expectation. You will get demotivated and you will stop the journey while you on your way, and then it's going to again come back to the same vicious cycle, and again you will come to the point where you will say, oh, I have again gained back all the weight and I need to again restart, and then you will not have any motivation for yourself. So do not expect quick results. It's hard work. Honestly, it is hard work. It is a complete transformation of your lifestyle. So you will have to put in that effort. You will have to put in that time for yourself. Sixth, very important point. You know what you are supposed to eat. You have been asked to eat, or you have decided to eat healthy food. Now, just because it is healthy, don't overeat. Now, this is something which I always tell people. Just because that particular food is healthy, you cannot overeat. So some of the people have asked me, quinoa is healthy. I said, of course it is very healthy. Millet is healthy. Of course it is very healthy. But it has to have some portion control. You cannot keep on loading yourself with quinoa or millet or anything for that matter. You cannot eat a lot of protein as well. So you have to have a portion control. So eating too much of healthy food is also not good for your any weight loss goal. So portion control, counting your macros is extremely important. Okay. The seventh point, again an important point, sleep, stress, and hydration. These three are very, very important when it comes to weight loss. Sleep well, hydrate yourself well, drink up to 4 liters of water daily, and avoid stress as much as possible. I know it is inevitable, however, avoid that as much as possible. Eighth point, don't be too rigid with yourself. Don't have a very restrictive diet for yourself, where suppose you have gone to someone's house or it's a celebration that is happening and you have trained your mind that you are following a very restrictive diet. You will eventually give up and you will eventually start eating food, right? So start eating unhealthy food is what I mean. So don't be too rigid, don't follow a very restrictive diet. Give yourself that leeway, follow, because it's life, right? Your life is not all about losing weight and losing weight. You are trying to get healthy, you're trying to walk on a healthy journey. However, there will be times when life will take over, there will be times when there will be celebration, and you need to, do that. You need to be part of it. So don't do that, right? So enjoy that small piece of chocolate. Do enjoy that, the sweet and cake and pizzas and noodles, whatever you feel like, whatever you enjoy. Do that and eat that occasionally. Ninth point, doing too much of exercise or too little of exercise. If you're working out really hard, I hear people, they say, ma'am, I work out for 2.5 hours in the gym. You don't have to. Why? It doesn't mean that if you work out for 2.5 hours, you will lose weight fast. Rather, your body will get into stress and there will be inflammation in the body which will retain water in your body. So do just the right amount of exercise. Too little is again not good. If you do too little workout, then there is no fat metabolization happening, there is no digestion is not working properly, and you are of course not burning any calories. So do the right amount of workout, and the right amount of workout is usually 4 to 6 days of 45 to 60 minutes of workout in a week, right? And finally, the 10th point. This is again something which I always tell to my women clients, to my female mom clients. Don't eat food just out of guilt. That means when your child has left food on the plate, don't eat that, oh my God, what will happen to the food? I should not waste food, and then I overeat. Don't do that. Firstly, take only that much amount, how much ever your child is supposed to eat. Second, if your child is not eating and you have already finished your meal before, then it's a little unfortunate, but you have to throw the food. Else, you take less quantity for yourself and replenish it with probably the uneaten parts of your child or anybody. So please don't overload yourself with the guilt that I should not be wasting food and hence I am a dustbin and I should be eating, right? So these are my 10 points. I know it's a very long video, but thank you so much for watching it till the end. Do let me know if you like this video, and I am still new in video making. Love you guys. Love you so much. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.